So, yeah. Here we are. It is, in fact, Tuesday in month 6. Yeah, we're now officially in 6 months of this business. I was reading something the other day, actually reading something just a little while ago, say the other day, like any of us can tell what day it is anymore, about how, psychologically it's pretty easy to hit a wall at this point. Hang on, make sure my volume is all sorted out. If I have these on, even if I'm not using them, that can affect that volume for some reason. I work in IT and I still have no idea why. But anyway, there's a certain point at which we just kind of hit this fatigue state. And usually the answer is to, when you're in a stressful situation, the answer is to remove yourself from the stressful situation. We don't have a lot of that right now. We don't have a lot of places we can remove ourselves to. Here in San Antonio, we're doing pretty good. There's a gauge they put out where it's like, green on this side and red on this side. And we're nice in the green spot, but it's still kind of... I wouldn't, Fernando, I would not advocate rushing out to gather in great throngs just yet. So we're going to start out a little melancholy, and then we're going to get silly, and we're going to end ridiculous. That's our plan for the day. I hope you like that plan, because it's the only plan I got. So there we are. All right, let me just put a couple of things in place. I know where everything is. I can move this over here, move that over there. I just tuned the instrument. That's always important. We tune because we like you. Here at the Troubadork Non-Commute Show. C. Always end in C. It's the easiest chord in the world. It's right there. Of course, now Lee Preston has said life is too short to play in C major. But that's okay. Lee plays a different kind of music than I do. I'm not even sure what we call what I play. I think the title up there probably says it all. But we all need a moment or two to kind of catch our breath, and that's one of the things I do with this goofy little show is I give y'all something else to look at, listen to, maybe talk about. Kind of hope you talk about it, because if you do, it'll show up over there, and then I can talk back. So that's our goal. Yes, I am stalling for time, because there's the few, the proud, the very brave, and the very committed, and the slightly crazy who are here for my show when it starts at 4:30, and then there's the folks that catch up as we go, and that's okay. And the folks who watch it in reruns, if you're watching this in reruns, thank you. Your additional views add to my life. They add to my lifespan in the middle bit instead of on the end over there. That's good. The first song I'm going to do is actually one that I wrote, back in 2018. That's when I've got it recorded on my Evernote here. 2018. Now it's a little melancholy. And it was actually kind of inspired by a Billy Joel song. But don't hold that against it. Hey, Chris. C minor. I know there'll be one. They just haven't gotten here. But I'm on stage now. I have a show. Where is the audience? Where's the audience? They said there'd be an audience. I got a show. They must be headed here. The signs must not be right. They're all just wondering where they should go. Where's the audience? Where is the audience? They said there'd be an audience. I have a show. I know they're out there. I just can't see them. My time has started now, so I gotta go. Where's the audience? Where is the audience? I know there should be an audience. I have a show. I'm in here, cat. I have a show. Well, thank you. It's kind of letting it go. Delilah, I'm in here. Our cat with abandonment issues. Amy's gone downstairs. Delilah, come here. Cats make everything better. This is, and it's one of those, it's the fear of every Renaissance Festival entertainer who has any kind of stage show or gig involving a stage or any of that, that you get there and you're on time and you get on stage and there's nobody there. I've had a couple of those, mostly because of rain. But if I can get like 2 or 3 people to sit down, I can usually get more. That's one of the reasons I've kind of started doing this music thing, because that way, even if you don't have like, you know, a big crowd, even if it's just one person, even if you're just playing to the boothies across the lane, it still counts when you're a musician. Because that's background sound and background music, and that's practice. If you're doing an interactive magic show and there is no one in the audience and you are going through all of your stuff even though there is no one in the audience, that is a cry for help. So, anyway, that's one I've kind of had, and I had to actually listen to the recording that I made of it. That's a tip for any of you aspiring Troubadorks out there. You can record sounds in Evernote, and you can actually record it off your phone, off your computer, if you got the microphone or any of that stuff. So you can actually like riff off of something, save that, write the song down in the note, and then you can play that music back so you can figure out what the heck it is you actually meant to do when you were doing it. That's what I've done, and it's managed to keep me relatively successful, or at least chock full of non-failure for the past 6 months. And I like that. The next one is a blues song, and it's one that's actually an old Tin Pan Alley song. And as I think I've told you before, I first heard this one on MTV's Unplugged back in the day when MTV played music videos. Remember, kids? Some of you don't. And this was from Eric Clapton's Unplugged. And he actually played this, and I thought, wow, that's a really good song. And I didn't think about it again for 20 years, and then it's like, oh, you know, that's a song I'd like to learn how to play. So I went and looked on the internet, because now we have the internet, and the internet has everything. And that's this one now. I'll get it. It's been a little while. Once I lived the life of a millionaire. Spent all my money, didn't have any cares. I took my friends out for a mighty good time. Drank bootleg liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Didn't have no friends, had nowhere to go. If I get my hands on $1 again, I'm gonna squeeze her till that old eagle grins. 'Cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, you don't have any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I know it's strange, without any doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Whistle. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny, almost lost it. And as for friends, you don't have any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be a long lost friend. I know it's strange, without any doubt, but nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. I'm always trying to find ways to end pretty on songs like that. It's not always the case. I can't always do it. Hello, Joan. I see you. You are there. I keep the Facebook thing open on one screen so I can actually just see when people show up. Sometimes when Amy is watching the show, she will act as a welcoming committee, depending on her bandwidth and how many spoons she has left at the end of the day. We are running on a smaller number of spoons than usual, definitely. Some of us have graduated, in fact, to forks, but that's a whole nother story. And some of us have actually just gone with sporks. They're like spoons, but they can be stabby. And I have taken to punctuating my stupid jokes with chords on the ukulele. Have you noticed that? It's true, and it's a useful thing. I kind of think of Judy Tenuta and her accordion, because she used that as both as a shield and a weapon in her act, and it's from her that I got the "It Could Happen" line. I talk about how I could be brilliant. It could happen. So, next song is more blues, but sillier. This was inflicted upon me a couple months ago, maybe? I think so. By my friend BC, who I met online on the Usenet news group Talk.Bazaar, and he was going to school at MIT at the time. BC is a blindingly brilliant guy. He worked for Apple for many, many years and did a lot of installer stuff. And if you've ever had an Apple product and installed an Apple software, you probably have some of his code lurking in your computer, and that's a good thing. So he actually invited me, and my parents were foolish enough to allow me to go up to Boston to see the MIT Media Lab, and that was amazing, because, I'm not the most brilliant guy in the world, and I can program, but it causes me actual physical pain. But I love technology. I'm a big fan of technology. And going to the Media Lab was absolutely wonderful. So that was cool. And then a couple months ago, he sent me, "Hey, Matthew, look at this." And he sent me this song right here, which I am now hiding behind. I am obscured by it. The song is, in fact, one written by Bill Griffith, the guy who created Zippy the Pinhead. And then the chords to it were applied, possibly with a broad brush, possibly just thrown at the wall to see if it sticks, by one, his name's in here somewhere, Jim Burrill. So it is the Ding Dong Blues, and for this, I will put on the official Bluesman glasses, and now I can't see a damn thing. Ding dong blues, sadder than a dentist drill. I got the ding dong blues, had a keg of whip and chill. Feel like Audrey Hepburn, searching for a diet pill. I got the ding dong blues, dreaming about Miami Beach. I got the ding dong blues, H-bombs 49 cents each. Feel like Mr. Rogers, lots of tab and bleach. Went to ancient Rome, found nobody home. Cub Scouts playing Scrabble, stole my metronome. Oh baby, my hairstyle's obsolete. Madonna bought my building, she put my whirlpool on the street. I got the ding-dong blues, just not having any fun. I got the ding-dong blues, headed for oblivion. Lying on the sofa, crying for the flying nun. I got the ding-dong blues, head's about to bifurcate. I got the ding-dong blues, don't know what it was I ate. Could have been the sushi, caused me to hallucinate. 1 and 1 is 4, 6 and 4 are 9. My favorite orthodontist skip to Liechtenstein. Oh baby, I'm gloomy as Pagliacci. The only thing will save me, 2 weeks with Liberace. I got the ding-dong blues, suffering from a stabbing pain. I got the ding-dong blues, guess I'm gonna go insane. Somebody in the phone booth, somewhere outside Bangor, Maine. Don't know what to do, loquats in my shoe. Inside my fortune cookie it said I used the wrong shampoo. Oh baby, I'm down upon my knees. If things don't get much better, I'm gonna send out for Chinese. So I want to thank everybody so far for coming with me. Wait. Oh, there you are. Hi. I want to thank everybody for that. That is the Ding Dong Blues by Bill Griffith and Jim Burrill. And it's from my collection of songs that I might just get punched for performing. So that's always a good thing. Hey, Ron. Good to see you. My friend Ron does. Hey, dog. How are you, sir? And so it has come to this. The moment many of you have been waiting for, possibly impatiently, the last song of the show. Sometimes we get a lot of conversation, sometimes we get a lot of back and forth banter, but sometimes we just, I just do the songs and everybody has a good time and we all agree to come back here and do it again later. This one is, in fact, I knew this chord before I knew I was going to do this song. And I actually completely stumbled upon it because I just thought it was just taking the F7 chord on the ukulele, which is this one. You can't see a damn thing, can you? No, you can't. No, you can't even a little bit. This one. That's F7 and just taking it over to the side and going. It always sounds like, ooh. And then I saw a post by my friend Lucky who says that anytime they encounter a jumping spider, and Lucky is the commander of the kitchens at the Sherwood Renaissance, the Sherwood Forest Fair, and a number of other places. And when they ever see a spider, because it's an outdoor festival, you're going to see them. A little jumping spider, they always name it Fernando. And I thought, Fernando, I gotta write a song. And it's like, it has to be a flamenco song. I gotta learn some flamenco chords now. Thankfully, the internet has those. So I have learned just enough to be slightly less bad at this than I would otherwise be. I am still going to put the chords up here where I can see them because I have no faith in my own abilities at this point. Because it's been a long, whatever the heck period this is. It's been a challenge for all of us, I think. And I am happy to pick up the gauntlet and put it back in the box where it belongs. All right. So it uses the standard flamenco chords that have been transcribed for the ukulele. G minor, F, E flat, D, although I tend to play D like this. And the reason I play it that way is because the E chord is just that choked up on the string. And so if that's a D sharp, and therefore that's a D. That's my story, and to it I shall stick. So we go. 8 little legs and 8 little eyes, and 1 heart big as a tree. This tiny valiant jumping spider is a boon companion to me. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly. He doesn't want to make you scared, to scream, shout, or to bellow. When he hops up and he lands on his shirts, he just wants to say hello. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly. He is just looking for an amigo, he's not trying to make you cry. But if he hops up to say hola, you might just scream really high. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly! Fernando. And so we have come staggering in, smelling slightly of trail dust and gunpowder, to the broken down cantina that is the Troubadork Non-Commute Show. Show number 106, I might add. Wow. I'm as surprised as you are. I didn't think I could follow through on it either. I want to thank y'all for coming out, or actually just coming to the URL or the website or wherever the heck it is that you come to view this thing, because without you there watching it, what I'm doing here makes even less sense. And we all need a little sense now and again. A note. Tomorrow, I have day job things that will require me to do day job things from 4:30 to 5 o'clock. So, the Troubadork Non-Commute Show will be pushed from 4:30 to start at 5 o'clock or so, and run for about a half hour. So that'll be show number 107. And I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm going to do more stuff. Let's see if I can dig out more things from the archives, play some new things, play some old things, and just have a good time all the way across the board. I will now scoot over carefully over here, farther away from the microphone, so I don't get my eye poked out by the box. Here's the box right over here. Look at the box right there. The tip jars. I have added Venmo because that's what you hip, young, cool kids are doing these days, apparently. PayPal.com/theadequate, Venmo @theadequate. I got to put the Venmo up there because somebody actually paid me $100 to do the socially, emotionally distant song that I played yesterday, and I will play again. By the way, if you have any comments, like it, comment, subscribe, whatever the heck it is you got to do in whatever venue that you watch this in. Make some suggestions. If you want to hear a song, you can request the song, and I'm not above doing it again. I try not to repeat myself over the week, but There are no rules. Who are we kidding? I want to thank Eric and Robert and Rick and Emily and Miranda for chucking a couple of bucks in the tip jar. And for those magnificent lunatics who back me up on Patreon over here, patreon.com/theadequate, like Linda and Ann and Stephen and Rob and Alicia and Relly and BK and Kaylee and Richard and John and Brian and Lorene, my small but mighty core audience who are watching this at some point, somehow, somewhere, I know in my heart that you're watching. Otherwise, you wouldn't be donating a buck or two to me every month. Not only do you get to support Adequacy in our lifetime, but you get previews of songs. You get an idea of how the command center over here is turning out in a room called Away in a place called Ororoki in an undisclosed location in San Antonio, Texas. And you get stuff. You get buttons and ebooks and graphics and my eternal gratitude. And at the $10 level, you get to say, hey, you're so damn smart, write a song, and I will. And at the $2 a month level, the cheapest ad budget ever, is you can actually tell me to advertise your product, your website, your company, you, or anything else you want me to promote on the crawl down here. And I will, because I'm not above doing that. That's all of that. The archives are over here, of course, facebook.com and twitch.tv/TobiasTheAdequate. The YouTube playlist is the Troubadork playlist, and I do update that every week. I try to update it fairly regularly. We're up to date until today on that one. And, of course, you can always go into the videos in my channel and see the latest live cast from there. They are changing over from doing YouTube live casts to YouTube events or something equally weird and bizarre like that, but it'll all turn up somehow. I have faith. I really do. That's about it this time around. Like I said, tomorrow the show's going to start at 5. So those of you who are just getting in here, you'll actually be able to see the whole show live. And hopefully tell me that you're there and heckle me and do all that stuff. Because this really is an open rehearsal with audience interaction and occasional heckling. And that's the way it should be. You know, that's the way it would be on a live show. I would talk and chat and banter, and then I'd play some stuff, and I'd talk and chat and banter, and we'd play some stuff. And eventually it'd be time for me to get off the stage, and it's now time for me just about to get off the stage. At least this time around, I don't have to clean up all my stuff so the next act has a chance to get on before their actual showtime, because I am that much of a professional. I really am. All right. That's everything. Pretty sure. I will do one more thing just in case Morgan, my friend Morgan, the sword-fighting chick from in San Antonio, as opposed to Morgan, the sword-fighting chick up in North Texas, sees this. I have Skittles. That's what we call an Easter egg in the business. Y'all have been wonderful. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Don't forget to breathe. We will get ourselves through this. I'm not sure how, but we will. I refuse to die until conditions improve, and that is a threat. I've been Tobias the Adequate. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you next time around.